Well, this chapter seems to actually have been translated a little bit early, which I am very thankful for, because for some reason the spoiler tag is very scarce on actually telling the synopsis of things that's going on here. But at long last, this arc is actually moving along a little bit. Don't get me wrong, it's not nowhere near finished yet. Perhaps some more chapters to go. But now we're at least heading into the confrontational stage. At least I hope we are. Because this scene is very reminiscent of the time Natsu from Fairy Tail stormed the Sabertooth Guild for someone else. This is a very heavy chapter of Eden 059. And as it's very told that Madame Kurenai, she is scum. And she deserves to die. She doesn't deserve to die. She deserves to, before she dies, plead for mercy as the coward she is. I want her to die like that. And to be honest, I want Homura to be the one to deal the fatal blow. Or at least humiliate her in a fight. Alas, we're not gonna see that anytime soon. Because Shiki is the one to confront her. Because Shiki is Shiki. This is one of the few times I actually wish that Shiki will not win this fight. Not because I want him to lose! Only because I want Homura to be the one to deal with it all. But in this chapter, Homura, of course, have the emotional breakdown. And who can blame her after all of this? They have lost a valuable friend with the fact that... which makes it even worse with the fact that Pino says that if a robot's core is damaged, then they cannot be repaired. That begs once again the question, you can't do this to us, Hiromashima. You can't create such an awesome character and then you're telling me that she is gonna stay dead. Use your typical resurrection moments and bring her back! A lot of people are saying that Homura will replace her as the Valkyrie. While that evidence is still very strong, I am still not a very big fan of that, mind you. I am not a fan of Homura abandoning her humanity to become a robot or an android. Although the one reason why I see that can actually happen is not because her mentor was a robot. No, because she's gonna abandon her human identity as Homura because of the past. That's the only reason why I will see that she will become the second Valkyrie. But we'll wait to see. It also turns out that the rebels all around here have always believed in the Valkyrie and known of Homura thanks to her. She is their symbol of peace, so to speak. And that they have always stayed here until, Homura came here. And they're the resistance, and they say that Homura here, the last piece is in place. But Homura, of course, is just staying by the grave and wonders that she don't think she will keep going on. It's pretty strange, though, that the one who tells her to move, well, not exactly move on, but the one who tells her that she will be able to move on because of friends is Shiki. Don't get me wrong, it is not strange that is Shiki who's saying that you can move on thanks to the friends. It's the fact that Shiki here shows experience. After all, he was very heartbroken when the Demon King Siggy died. After all, his death was pretty sudden to a young Shiki. But the one who was standing behind him, that were the robots and Michael. They pushed him forward and made him live again. Homura is not so sure she can live again. However, Shiki is saying that you have friends, Homura. That's why you're able to get up back again. Of course, having said that, Shiki cannot forgive Madame Kurenai for this, so the stealing guy gives a point direction, as we're pointing out back to Madame Kurenai. And it turns out that yes, Nino is very likely the token good teammate of this game. Because it's, he wonders why is it possible to kill all those thousands, but Madame Kurenai just says because they are not related to it. And here we once again see her immensely cruel personality. She mentions gleefully how much she used Valkyrie and also the fact that, as I suspected, she left Homura. She was never going to return. She left because she considered her a lost child. What makes this pretty strange though is the fact that Shiki then breaks through the building, demanding to know where Kurenai is, as well as saying that he will take her to Homura because that was Valkyrie's wish. The fact is that I would have preferred it better if he hadn't even mentioned her name. But then again, it's Madame Kurenai don't care about Homura a single bit. So, well, Shiki uses his gravity powers and says that I'll take you after I punch a hole through it. Of course, Madame Kurenai is unaffected by that, as she activates the acid powers inside of her gauntlets. The fight now begins until it turns into strength. Is next chapter. So yeah, once again, Hiro Mashima is doing a good job in showing just how unforgivable and disgraceful all these villains really are. But again, my only real complaint about this chapter is the fact that it's Shiki who is currently fighting Madame Kurenai. Because I really wanted Homura to do it. I wanted Homura to deal the fatal blow. But the problem is, I do not want Madame Kurenai to win either! I want her to suffer humiliation as the insufferable villain she really is. But again, this creates a little twist of it all. I mean, people can justify it that there are 3 heavenly commanders together with Madame Kurenai. And even Shiki shouldn't be able to handle that. And I'm just saying, why the hell not? He is a main character! And a main character is supposed to be invincible. Because after all, hope is the only thing that can live. So, next chapter that is called Until It Turns to Strength, is that meant to show Homura's resolve it at all? This still begs the real question on what can do it all. People are forgetting one very important thing. You can always talk about Homura can replace Valkyrie. Even though I do not want that, it makes sense, I know that. But what I'm still trying to say to you all is not the fact that Homura is a human and Valkyrie was a robot. It's more of the fact that without a Valkyrie, Ed and Zero cannot reach Mother. So it's either Valkyrie's resurrection or Homura will become the robot. And again, the only reason why I can see that is not because Homura is Valkyrie's student, but merely because she would want to abandon her humanity because she's disgusted of being the same flesh and blood as her mother. Granted, this is only me talking right now and doing theory. But that is the only reason why I would see her turning into an android. But the more biggest question is, who the hell have the technology to turn someone into an android? There's only one I can think of, and that is Old Wise. But he's not here yet. In fact, aren't we gonna see him one of these days? So wouldn't that be good if we saw him again or something? So I mean, yeah, it may sound insufferable, but it's just because Madame Kurenai is pissing me off. Shiki really shines here as a wonderful hero of it all. So I'm just looking forward to more of it all. And please give us some hope. This is basically this chapter. Give me your thoughts if you have any.